Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you doing today? So, after a while, I was able to get this guy. You might have seen him in a couple of my streams, or more so like heard him. So, Mr. Osama, could you tell the audience who you are?
I'm Usama Khan and I am CMO and copywriter for CGI Forge. I have been working with them since the start of this year, I suppose. And yeah, it's been a wild ride, man. It has been a wild ride.
It surely has been. It surely has been. But, bro, the main thing that I want to discuss over here today, and I want to tell our audience, because I'm a 3D artist, and you have worked with me since like the start of 2023, maybe?
Yeah, you can say that.
Pretty much, right?
Pretty much.
So, bro, as being a copywriter, first of all, I want to know your experience. Like, as a copywriter, how was it for you, like working with 3D animators?
I mean, it is going to be a pretty subjective opinion as I have, been working with you guys, and specifically, I would say it was a good experience. It was a good experience because I believed in the product. I saw the quality of your product, and it is very easy to sell a product that you believe in, a product that is good enough that the market is going to invest their time into. So I think it was not very hard regarding that. However, it was interesting to know and explore different, how do I put it? Like different pain points the clients can have. Those clients who are looking for good visuals might be looking for good visuals for different reasons. For different reasons. Some might want it for branding purposes. Some are seriously going to be needing them for attracting more customers and sales. So yeah, it was a wild ride, bro.
Damn, man, damn. I mean, if I look back at it, it was like a really wild ride for all of us. But, dude, I'm really curious, and I think the audience over here might be curious as well. Like, what got you into copywriting?
Well, what got me into copywriting was basically I didn't want to be broke. Well, that's one way of putting it. However,
Okay.
however, copywriting is, at first I started my journey as a content writer. Everybody knows that I started back in September 2019, and our good friend Faisal Munir, he's an XU expert. He got me into some gigs, and I was writing stuff, and it was interesting to know the audience's feedback as well. The different bounce rates, how audience would react to the stuff that I wrote. And later down the line I realized that if I can influence their behavior, I can also sell stuff. And luckily there was already something called copywriting in the market, so I started to explore that as well.
Right.
And it came out to be pretty interesting as well, because it's just not writing, it's a mixture of different things. Market research, sales psychology is a very interesting part of it, and I think the young and budding copywriters will resonate with me on this, that exploring that psychology, tapping into that psychology, and actually implementing different techniques that can get results. It's a dopamine rush, bro. It's enjoyable.
I mean, bro, as being an artist, I could understand your feelings right now. Because selling your own creation is a bit hard, but yet again, it's really satisfying. But yet again, you are able to make sales just using your words. So, how did it feel like when you got the opportunity to work with CGI Forge, especially like, selling visuals?
Firstly, there are two things that I must correct you here. Firstly, copywriting is just not words. It's marketing psychology as well. So you could say that to be a good copywriter, you have to know these things. So it's just not words, my fellow copywriters. You will agree to that. It's market psychology as well. Secondly, coming to your second question, is that how was my experience selling visuals. I've already told you, your visuals are pretty bombastic, I would say. They are very photorealistic. I really liked them. I like his artistic concepts. Especially liked his animation on the fake 3D commercial you made for Bang & Olufsen. That was a banger. And spoiler alert, there's another one coming as well. So yeah, stay tuned, bro. Stay tuned. So
Keep an eye out.
yeah, so selling visuals was interesting. I had to look up into different things, how visuals would directly influence sales results. You could say there are not many people who are willing to share results based on these things, but my personal experience selling visuals, and then talking to different people in e-commerce industry and asking them questions how visuals affect their results, all of this combined, my experience got a little more satisfying, because I knew the stuff that we are selling to our customers actually yields them some results. So I think my experience as a whole was pretty much fulfilling, because we are actually adding value to their business. That's my experience, right? So far.
Okay, so what I got from your point is, if you guys have like a strong product, it's easy to sell as compared to a product that doesn't have any sort of value or is not even good to look at.
I mean, a product that's not even good to look at, you might be able to sell it with good marketing, very good marketing, but it's not going to sustain. For sustainability, you need to deliver something, you need to deliver quality, and for that, I think your quality as a whole, it plays a huge part.
Exactly. So for all of the young 3D and aspiring animators out there, boys and girls, just keep your quality on the top priority. And second of all, customer service, because that's a really important thing. Whenever you're doing any sort of business, customer service plays an important role. So Usama, would you like to elaborate on that?
I mean, customer service is a very important part of selling stuff online. Just compare two different things. Firstly, you're going to a McDonald's, a self-service. You just go there, you pay the price, and you go to the counter and get your burger or anything else. Secondly, imagine yourself in a dining hall. You're in a fine restaurant, it's a fine dining experience. The waiter comes to you, everything gets served, you feel like a king. And this is what customer service is all about.
Exactly.
Never miss your deadlines, always be very your communication should be top notch. And communication includes everything: verbal, written communication. It includes everything. All of it should be clear, it should be concise, it should be understandable to the client. And that is customers, these things make up the customer's experience.
Exactly.
How he feels about everyone likes to be pampered, and that's the gist of it.
Very well said. And for everyone who's watching right now, I actually have a tip for everyone. Under promise, over deliver. That is the key. If you guys want to be successful, this is like the biggest thing that you guys need to do. What do you say about that, Usama?
Under promise, I won't say that, because that can that can play with your client's expectations.
Okay, so let me elaborate on that. What do I mean by
Okay.
that? Because I think if you weren't able to get my point, the audience will also not be able to get my point.
Could you please elaborate?
So what I basically mean is, if you promise like 12 renders, give 3 extra for free.
Oh.
Yep. Be like, hey, I was just trying out a couple of more angles. If you want to use these, hey, you can have them.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, and that actually helps build trust, goodwill, and goodwill is always pretty good with any business.
Exactly.
With any business, there's a reason why all of these e-commerce stores on websites offer their clients different things. The sole reason is this: they want to build that relationship with the client, and that's pretty important.
I mean, bro, like one of our clients, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna name him. He's also from our country as well.
Okay.
So Taimur actually got him on board, and the guy was a bit hesitant of using 3D animations because he never used 3D animations for his Amazon stores. So what actually happened was, we were like, hey, let's test out the waters together. Just show us your product. We'll try to create something.
Okay.
And we actually made a couple of renders for him. We gave it to him, and that guy actually hired us to make one of his animations. So that can also be like a good trade for you if you guys wanna go that route. But more so specifically, Usama, the main reason that I got you over here is, in my last live stream, I actually told the people, like, I'm gonna be getting you over here just for one reason.
Oh.
Yeah, so the people are expecting something big from you, so choose your words wisely. So, Mr. Osama, the question is very simple.
Okay.
As being someone who learned 3D, who is like at intermediate level, like Mac quality, how can he get a client?
Firstly, I mean, you should always be working on your quality. Always, always. Even you, I have told these guys multiple times. I believe in the Kaizen approach. The constant and never-ending improvement. That's a philosophy based from Japan. So, and that is the only reason Japanese. You can see Japanese people excel so much. Their products are so top-notch because they're always constantly working to improve their quality. Even whatever their product is. So always work on your quality. However, I also believe in learning while earning, and for that, I mean, you could you know come in. Firstly, you can come into understanding with your clients, okay, that okay, I'm learning as well, and this is going to be a mutual experience. Some people might not be on board with that, okay. Some people might not be on board with that, and you know you can tap your price range. You can tap into different startups. Working with startups at
That's
this
a pretty
level,
good option.
working with startups at this level is pretty great as well, because both of you are starting, and both of you need to learn a lot. And it just helps you get real life experience as well. So that's what I would say to these people. Also, what they can do is that they can constantly upgrade their social media.
Exactly. Self branding is really important nowadays. I was about to come to that point. Like, what's your perception about self branding, especially as an artist?
Personal branding is very important. If we talk to our viewers right now, if you are going to work as a freelance artist, I think most of your audience
Exactly.
is 3D animators.
Yeah, most of them are.
Yeah, most of them are.
I
So
mean, bro, sorry to cut you off, but the biggest case study that we have right now is Patrick himself, Patrick 40. I mean, dude, he started out individually. He's still working as a freelancer. He's not affiliated with anyone, but just because of his popularity and just because of the renders that he is making and
Okay.
continuously improving his quality, that guy actually got sponsored by Maxon.
now I will elaborate on this point. This is very important. Personal branding is very important for you guys, because what it does is that as a freelancer, you're always reaching out to different people, you're reaching out to different clients, and just now imagine yourself sitting at somewhere, and someone just comes to you, some salesperson, and he pitches you their product or something else. You don't know them.
Exactly.
You don't know them, and what happens is that there's no trust. When there's no trust, they will not buy anything from you. But if you have worked on your personal branding, let's say for example, that specific company, you know about that company. When you know about that company, now you're going to listen to that salesperson with a bit more serious
Exactly.
serious attitude, okay. So do that personal branding, work on yourself, constantly upload things on social media. Your LinkedIn game should be top notch, your Instagram game should be top notch. Constantly put out your work, constantly upgrade that, whatever the platform it is, whether it's ArtStation, whether it's any
Yes.
other, you know more about them than me, okay. So do that, and what that will do is that it will pre-qualify a lot of your clients. If you are doing good on social media, or even like if you have medium level of followers, let's say 500, 400, it can still serve as a good portfolio.
Okay, so bro, since we're talking about social media and clients,
Yeah.
how can the people over here who are watching right now, how can they turn their clients into converting customers using a funnel system?
Okay, that's very interesting. And using a funnel. So firstly, you have to understand what a funnel is and how it works, and what are the different concepts. So the guy that I follow, you recommended me that book
Russell
once.
Brunson.
Russell Brunson. I read that book, and the initial ideas that I got from him was that you have to have a value ladder, and then you have to have a system with which they can come to you, and that's a funnel. That's a
Exactly.
funnel. So what you can do is that you can attract your customers firstly using different lead magnets. Let's say you uploaded a video like we are doing right now, and that's the lead magnet as well.
Exactly.
Some clients might come here and they might see this video, and they might see, okay, I trust these guys, they sound reasonable, okay, then they'll come to you guys for work or different things. But what you can do is that you can no I don't want to give any specific example, because you might try to do that and that might not work for you, what you can do is that you can see what your competitors or the people already in the market are doing, and then you can reverse engineer the funnel. Okay, I got to this email list by that thing, and then this email list is going to lead to the other thing. Okay, so this will help you a lot in generating leads automatically,
Exactly.
in generating clients automatically. You reach out to people manually, okay, that's pretty good as well, but this is something that will get you the inbound leads, and those inbound leads are sweet man, they are sweet.
I totally get it. And yet again, I mean, just from Osama's point of view over here, what I got was like, there's no one shoe that fits all. Probably, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So, with that out of the way, Osama, I'm gonna be asking you a very, very controversial question.
Tell me.
Upwork or Fiverr? Or none?
Each platform has its pros and cons. I would go for Fiverr if I'm just starting out. Okay, once I have made some money, I might keep Fiverr as well, and then I may shift to Upwork for better paying clients. Because Upwork is a bit more stringent with its qualification criteria for allowing for freelancers on their platform.
Exactly.
And that is why you should go to Upwork if you want better paying clients. However, don't let go of your Fiverr, because you don't jump ships once the other ship is not made properly enough. So you don't do that mistake. I've seen people make that mistake. That's horrible. So I would say is that for starting freelancers, you should go for Fiverr. And once you have made some money, once you have some money for connects on Upwork, you should go for Upwork for better paying clients, because Upwork is a bit more stringent with its qualification criteria for allowing freelancers on their platform, and that helps you have a better client base, I would say. I'm not saying that good clients don't come to Fiverr. They do come there. However,
It's very rare.
it's lesser work. It's you apply for jobs that you can understand. It's you contacting the clients. Okay, not now the other way around on Fiverr. So it helps you get those clients, those specific clients, and you can negotiate with them a bit better. And that Upwork experience will help you get when you are switching to the agency route. And that is where I will say the agency or a freelancing for 3D animators, a 3D animation studio is better than Fiverr and Upwork. I'll still say keep Fiverr and Upwork. However, once you step to that route, I think you need to learn a lot more things about lead generation for client acquisition, and that's a whole other thing. So yeah,
Very well said.
scale while you are growing, step by step. I won't say any other platform is better than the other, but every platform has its pros and cons, and all depends on what stage of your career are you.
Okay, so Osama, that's for like the beginner people, like who it's been like 6 months since you picked up Blender and you know how to make a couple of good renders.
Yeah.
But it's always like a hit or miss. But yet again, if you're talking about someone who's intermediate, who's been using Blender for like, let's say 3 years now, what do you suggest to that guy or girl?
Okay, so those people who are at intermediate level, set up your social media. You have already started doing that if you have listened to this video. However, if you are now watching this video and you are at that intermediate level, I would say set up your social media. Your social media and personal branding game should be top notch. Work on your LinkedIn. That's where you can get some clients. Work on ArtStation. Work on Instagram, YouTube. YouTube is a very, I would say that's an untapped marketplace.
Exactly.
That's an untapped marketplace. So I would say for you guys, do that.
Very well said. Very well said. And yet again, I'll just add like a couple of more points on Osama's conversation over here. If you guys have not made your ArtStation or your Behance, dude, what the hell are you doing?
Come on, man. Do it.
And one more thing. Join all of the 3D communities that you can find on Discord. They will help you to excel a lot. I mean, I have seen like a massive jump since I've joined like Patrick's community. I mean, he mostly uses Cinema 4D and ZBrush. But the thing is, the core concept of 3D are the same. And just because of those, I was able to scale up like really, really rapidly. And I would advise the same to you. And we do like almost daily live streams at this point. I mean, we do miss like a couple of days here and there, but dude, I also have like a few responsibilities over here as well. So,
I mean, you don't want to miss those live streams. We do ghost stories here and there, so you can listen to the occult. You can get spooked while you're learning Blender.
so pick your poison, basically at this point.
Yep.
And also, coming to the biggest question now. Yep. So, let's say if I'm a guy who has been doing Blender for the past 10 years now, and I want to set up my agency, how would I do that?
So, if you have listened to this podcast for now up until this point, you have went through a lot of those points already that I am going to speak about. You first do all of those things, and now you need to have different things set up. For example, even when you are at the intermediate level and you are working on social media, in the parallel, work on your website as well. Your website is pretty important when you are trying to reach out to bigger companies, bigger studios, because that has a bit more authority on it. And on the website, I think you should have a better landing page, a better sales page that can get clients for you, and for that you can hire good copywriters. And
Wink, wink.
and speaking about that, set up a website, set a proper portfolio. A proper portfolio is always going to help you, set a proper business email. And this is where I will get to the other side of the generating leads for your business, and do different things on your website as well. SEO is for long-term SEO is going to be very helpful to you guys. And the next thing that I'm going to come to for getting to the bigger clients, once you have done all of these things, all of these things, is cold outreach. Cold outreach is very important once you are upscaling your business. This is when you, as a freelancing agency, reach out to bigger companies with all of these things pre-set up. These things will help you have better authority, have some confidence when you are reaching out to these bigger companies, these 500 employee number companies, these multi-millionaire companies. This is going to be very important for you.
Exactly. And for anyone who is about to type in the comment section, like, I don't have a website, but I'm still working with multinational companies, dude. These are the things that we're telling that work for us, and we're just trying to tell you guys. So if you don't have a website and you still are able to get like high paying clients, good for you. But yet again, not everyone has that same privilege. You might have a better social media, you might have like a better way to represent your portfolio, so you might be like a black sheep in this conversation. But yet again, for those who are actually in the situation and can relate, do try all of these things that we're about to tell you.
It sorry to cut you off, but it makes you look more professional.
Exactly.
It's called professionalism, bro. You need to have a proper website, you need to have everything set up, and it helps you have that your own identity, your personal brand. It helps you a lot.
Okay, so Mr. Usama, I think we wrapped up everything, so I'm just gonna be putting the nail in the coffin now. So let me just ask you one thing. What is the most weirdest thing that you have sold using your skill?
Well, I have sold different, let's say, medical related products. You can say that medical related products, because I am a licensed pharmacist. I can write on those things, bro.
He's basically a licensed drug lord at this point.
I am a legal drug lord, I would say. So you can sell. I have sold different medical related products. Wink, wink. And I have sold, what else have I sold that's weird? I would say I have helped people sold their books as well. Yep, I have helped. Once I wrote for this furniture based company. They were they used to set up these elite luxury furniture, and they were setting up different expos here and there, and they wanted to write stuff for that, so I helped them with that. So I think that furniture is not weird. The medical related stuff sure is weird, but I'm not gonna say it out loud.
So guys, I think that might have answered a lot of your questions for today. But yet again, this series of podcast with Usama over here is gonna carry on for
The end of
God
times.
knows.
The end of times, bro. The end of times.
God knows when this is gonna end. But hey, for now, I'm gonna be ending this podcast over here. And also, if you guys wanna follow Usama, his LinkedIn is actually in the description, so you guys can go add a connection request and please don't spam me.
Do tell me why you want to connect with me. That will help you.
Or just type it down in the comments. Osama will feel happy, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm gonna be signing off for now.
Like, share, and subscribe, bro. I won't let you sign off until they like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
So, what do we do when we're about to sign off? God bless you all and your families. See you later, guys.